But Mr. Ravi
I think
Shankar
that's the
Prasad, are
minimum
we
that
not
one
at
would
this
expect.
time jumping to too many conclusions? Even if, for example, an attempt was made by a government agency to bug the office of the finance minister, there's no saying that Mr. Chidambaram ordered that bugging to happen. You know, you're making the point about the rift. They've both officially denied the rift. So is there not a lot of speculation, jumping around without adequate evidence?
All right, I take your point as they are on their face, Rahul. If that is the case, then it is all the more serious that the most vulnerable, sensitive portion of government of India in North Block can be approached by any stray security agency without any proper authority. If that is the case, it is all the more serious. I will say it like that. Now, as far as Siddharth's point is concerned, I do understand of late the one-upmanship in the government has gone a little too far in terms of competitive one-upmanship. Some leaders are openly advocating that Manmohan Singh is the chair and Rahul Gandhi should be made the prime minister. He has all the potential. You have also seen that. That is good luck for the Congress party. But one thing is certainly there. One-upmanship has also to be played in a dignified manner. And again I come to my point which remain unanswered. Did Pranab Babu write or not? If he did write to the Prime Minister, why did he bypass the Home Minister? That speaks volume. And by the way, this circulation of chewing gum politics at the altar of national security is not only laughable but also ridiculous. Chewing gum can be installed in such a scientific manner in the office of the finance minister, in the conference room, in the private secretary's room, in the OSD's room, then perhaps chewing gum pasting is getting new height.
Ms. Natarajan, before we end the debate, would you like to respond? How does the party and the government intend to take it from here? It seems, you know, there's this game of one-upmanship. 16 chewing gums found in key rooms. How come all of them are in the crucial positions next to the table? It just seems that too many things happening circumstantially, which the government needs to come up front, tell the people the truth. Will you do that, madam? Or will the Congress continue to hum-haw, dodge its way through this?
The government has spoken. Mr. Pranab Mukherjee himself has clarified the issue with great clarity, and he's even gone so far as to call it bogus. The party has made its position very clear. The party has nothing, there's absolutely nothing to hum and haw about. I believe that the issue is being sensationalized for various reasons, which are perfectly understandable to me. But we've made our position very, very clear. And Mr. Pranab Mukherjee has spoken, and I think that the matter should end there.
Well, the matter must end, but before that, 5 questions that the government really needs to answer. Was a letter indeed written to the Prime Minister? Why did Pranab Mukherjee not contact the Home Minister and ask the Intelligence Bureau, which has a debugging unit, to come in? Was a private investigator called in? Why was the IB's debugging unit not used? How come somebody else managed to get into this office, crucial offices, plant so many chewing gums? Even if they are chewing gums, how come 16 of them are planted at such crucial positions? Those are questions the government needs to come clean on. Only then will the people be satisfied. For the moment, Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad, Ms. Jayanti Natarajan and Siddharth Varadarajan for joining me on the center stage face-off for this evening. Thank you very much.